Hey everybody, long time no see. Today I'm gonna do a video about what people do not tell you about being pregnant. So I am currently 30, well tomorrow I'll be 37 weeks. So this is my last day of being 36 weeks. You can kind of see my belly, but I don't really feel like getting up right now to show you guys. But yes, I am pregnant. I'm having a baby boy. And he is due April 29th, and right now I think it's April 8th or 9th, so he's due at the end of this month, so he's coming soon. I'm excited. I'm ready for him to come. But I did want to I feel like when you're pregnant, people don't tell you things about being pregnant, if that makes any sense, and that's why I decided to do this video. I have written down like some of the things that I did not know about, or that people didn't tell me about or warn me about, that I had to figure out on my own. So the first thing is leaky boobs. I thought that you would only get leaky boobs once you actually once you actually had your baby. I didn't know that you get leaky boobs like while you're pregnant. So that has definitely been happening to me. Like I think that sometimes like certain things that I eat or like certain emotions will trigger the milk to come in, and I didn't. Well, like obviously most people know that colostrum is like the first thing that comes out of your boobs. So some of my shirts are stained with like yellow things around them, and I haven't. I would say like the beginning, like middle of my third trimester is when it was like really bad, but it still leaks sometimes, but it's not as bad as it was in the beginning slash middle of this trimester that I'm in. Another thing that I have is it's hard to wipe down there. So TMI, but like usually when I wipe, I would wipe like from the back, but like not like from the back to the front, but like I would go from underhand, and that's been hard to do. So I've been having to like go from the front to do it. I don't know if I'm like the only one that goes through this, but I noticed that it's been hard to do it that way, so I found other ways to do it. Another thing is you get hot really quick and you can't stay for long periods of time. This is like, I don't know, but for me, since I've been pregnant, I've been feeling like extra, like my temperature has been hot. So like I'll be like, is it hot in here? Is it just me? And then like most of the time it is just me who's feeling hot. So I don't know. Even if I drink water, usually like now I've been having to have the fans on because that's how hot I've been. So that's something that is definitely new that people do not tell you about. And some of these symptoms that I'm saying may only be symptoms that I have. So I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this or if anybody else will experience this. These are just the symptoms that I've been surprised about that have been happening to me. Another thing is the third trimester is just as bad as the first one. So my first trimester, it was more so bad because of throwing up and just really being tired, but mainly the throwing up was like really bad. So my third trimester is like, because I've gotten bigger and I'm like a little bit more like chunkier than I was before I got pregnant. It's been like hard to sleep. My back has been hurting. Having to go pee a lot. This didn't really happen until like 35 weeks in on. I would say like 35, 36 weeks in on that I have been having to go pee a lot. And most of the time I feel like it's at nighttime. In third trimester too, you have to go pee a lot like at night. So like that's annoying. And then trying to go up the steps is another thing too. It's been a lot easier because I think my baby dropped, so I'm not so much out of breath as I was before. But yes, it's just as bad as the first one. Also too, like when you try to like switch positions at night, that's hard too because your belly is so big, and it's like you can, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a heavy load trying to get up from the bed, trying to move, scoot yourself from out of the bed. Like all that is hard because it's like you got this big thing just like right there. And like sometimes too, my belly, since it is so big, I forget that like it's there and it's like protruding, because I'm not used to having such a big belly that like I'll like try to scoot or do or like move or something, and my belly will like gently bump something, and I'm like, yo, I forget that this thing is just, it's just there, like it can't help it, it's just there. And a symptom for me that I have been having is I can't taste seasoning. Like I was cooking something and I let somebody have some of the food that I made, and I was like, how'd it turn out? And they were like, it was good, but it was really salty. And then like before that had happened, I just remember because I was like, I feel like it didn't have enough salt. So that's another thing. People have been telling me that, dang, you're putting a lot of salt, and I'm like, I can't taste the salt. And I like my stuff to be seasoned really well, so I've been trying to be more cautious about using a lot of salt, because it's like I'm like not consciously doing it because I don't realize that it like has a lot of salt, but because I don't taste it. So that's another thing that I never thought would happen. If anything, I thought your taste buds would become a lot more, but I guess not. This one, I've been noticing this one, not the dry skin. So I'm gonna just say, dry skin and thirsty all the time. So the dry skin is like the one that I feel like was happening towards the end of my first trimester, beginning and kind of end of my second trimester. And I don't know if it's because it was wintertime then, but my skin was so dry, and it wouldn't matter like how much lotion that I put on or like how much water that I drink, my skin would just be dry. And it was really bad, like really bad. Like I was itching a lot, or I just felt like, you know, like when your skin is dry and it feels tight and you feel like you can't really like that's how it felt. And then there's the other time that has been like from my second trimester till like now, that I've been thirsty all the time. He's moving. I'm trying to see if I catch it on the camera. Yeah, I definitely been thirsty all the time. I've been drinking lots of water, and that's why I was confused too, like why my skin was so dry, because I was drinking a lot of water. So I'm like, how is this even possible? That was definitely really bad. This is my last one. This one, you guys, are you guys ready for this one? Because this one I was surprised, like you would expect this not to happen to you while you're pregnant, but it has happened to me. Okay, and I don't know if it's because in my second trimester I was like really small, and it was winter time, so I was wearing layers, so people couldn't really see my bump. But the day when this happened, you could see my bump because I was wearing like what are those, like a tight fitted dress, so you could see my belly was poking. But this last one is guys will still try to talk to you. And you would think that this big old belly would be an indicator, like, do not talk to me. But guys just don't care. They just don't. And I'm just so surprised. So, yeah. So, let me tell you the story about how this happened. So, I was waiting for the bus. Like I said, I had this tight fitted on dress. This is like the first time that I could actually wear something that showed off my belly. So I was like really excited, honestly, because it was like warmer out. I could wear the dress. Belly was all poking, looking all cute, you know. So I'm waiting for the bus, and this guy pulls up in this like black car, and he had tinted windows too. He pulls his window down, and he's like pulls his window down, and he's looking. He's like, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, sorry, let me catch my breath. And he's like still trying to talk to me. He's like, well, if he doesn't treat you good and whatever, just take my number down. He was really trying to get my numbers, like he was trying to make me take his number down still. And I'm like, I'm okay, I'm pregnant, like I'm still with my baby dad, like guys to go. That was really surprising to me. Honestly, I don't like when guys try to talk to me. It's just like annoying, and it's awkward, and it's like, please, like. But yeah, those are all the symptoms and things people do not tell you about when you're pregnant. Thank you for watching my video. Definitely subscribe, like the video if you liked what I said or found anything funny or experienced similar things. If you have any questions, hit me up. Don't forget to share, comment, like, all of that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video.